Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited with today's update. Here's my four-wheel camper, as some of you guys have seen in my previous videos. I just finished building this rear awning. Check it out. So the reason I wanted to build this is because we have a couple of dogs, obviously, and when it's raining and the dogs are soaking wet, we bring them inside and they shake and there's water everywhere inside the camper. So this gives us kind of a little bit of a space, outdoor space, just to clean up the dogs before we bring them inside, or even just shake off our own raincoats and so on. Where we live, BC, it just rains a lot. So I decided to put this awning up. When I was buying this camper, it's 2014 Grnadby. I don't actually have it, or the bat awning wasn't available to me as an option. It came out the year after. So and they had stopped making, FWC have stopped making the awning that slips into the top rail at the roof line there, and when it goes up with the roof, and it's actually quite far above the roof. Anyways, they stopped making it, so that's the one that I built. Let me show you the bracket that I made. So the awning itself is a Fiamma Ego, and the reason I went with the Fiamma is because the Fiamma is the awning that's on the side of the Grnadby. The OEM one is a Fiamma F45, and the one that I got is the Fiamma Ego, and is exactly the width of the back of the camera. So that's the one I went with. So there's two mounting points, and this is the bracket that they send you. It is intended to mount to a roof. So there's the angle of the Fiamma awning, and then is intended to mount on a flat, you can see that there, on a flat roof line, say on a van or something like that. So what I had to do is I had to build a bracket. So there's the bracket that I built, okay, or I had it fabricated. So there's the section, it's slightly longer. This is the section that mounts to the wall of the camper, and that's the section that mounts to the adapter, to the roof adapter. And the reason that this is elevated is because I needed to get it, obviously, above the, I had to get it high enough so that when I open my door, it actually clears the door, allows the door to open. And then I also had to get it away from the side of the wall, allowing the gas strut to lift the roof, and as well as to my roof latch has to work. Let me bring you up to the camper and show you. You can see here, this is opening. There's probably a, let's see, probably a 3-inch gap, about so, a little, maybe 4-inch gap above the door and the awning. And obviously I have no issues lifting the roof, because let me show you the clearance. And this is why we had to extend this further away. So let me do this one-handed here. So you can see here, that just clears that section there by about, oops. Very hard to do this with one hand here. You can see here, this actually, it looks close, but it's not. It's probably about an inch away, inch and a half away. Right, you can see there, that closes up. And that gap there allows the roof to raise. So the only other thing that I have to deal with right now, and I'm not too worried about it, because this essentially, as you can see here, I've got rain cover, and I can take my raincoat off, wipe down my dogs. I've got a little gap here, and so that's the only thing that I have to deal with. I'll probably just end up putting a rubber flap there, just to kind of have some protection, so I can leave the door open actually when it's pissing rain out. So there you go. Oh, let me show you the inside. It's bolted right through. There are the 4 bolts going through. The bolt heads are on this side, nylocks on the other side, and these are, I want to say, 2.5 inch long, 1/4 inch bolts with fender washers on this side. I just use fender washer because that seems to make a lot of sense, because this is the these right here, that's the style of mounting for the outdoor step. So, and then the other bolts are actually behind the fridge, and in order for me to actually do the bolting of the bracket on that side, I had to pull the fridge out, which wasn't super hard to do. But anyways, there you go. One of my favorite mods to this camper right now. Hope you guys like it. Any questions, just let me know.